Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is the Terminator. Build the T800, issue number 49. Getting there, it's not halfway. There's 120 issues in this, not the normal 100. So yeah, I was getting all excited thinking we're nearly halfway there, but no, we're not. Got a way to go yet. So we have some parts in this issue, some screws, some plastic bits, no metal apart from the screws. But we're continuing adding details to the pelvis. Your pelvis is always nice to have some details on it. So we've got the left pelvic shield, the pelvic plate, 2 pelvic sockets, and 3 screws, including 1 spare. So we are continuing from last time. I've taken the extra bit off again because I need to glue it in place. So now I've got some gluing to do with this episode as well. I'll continue on with that. It's saying glue that in place on there, and then glue that on the front, and then screw these onto the front there. So I'm going to do things in a slightly different order to the approved order because of the gluing necessary. So I have my glue ready. I've got my little glue pot, my Gorilla Glue. Hopefully I've left it sideways, so hopefully it's almost ready to come out. So we might not be sitting here for 10 minutes waiting for it to work its way out. So we'll see. I didn't try this bit first. I should have. I know I really should have, but I didn't. I should have tipped it upside down maybe then sideways, but we'll see. Eventually we'll get some paint out of this. Paint. We won't get any paint out of this because it's glue, but hopefully we'll get some glue out of it. Although nothing seems to be coming out at the moment. Let me have a little poke at it with some tweezers. Make sure it's not just glued up in the end. Doesn't seem to be. Not seeing any glue action happening though. Is it time? Is it time for me to go to the next my spare pot of glue? No, it's moving. I can see movement. There we go. Get a little bead of glue out there. I'm going to get a fair blob out because I've got a fair bit of things to glue, but I'm going to leave that laying sideways as well because I think I might be coming back to it momentarily. So I'm going to get some glue into the 2 holes on this one that I should have done last time but didn't because I didn't want to use all the glue. So we're going to get that on there and that in there, and then that locates over there, just like that. And we're going to do exactly the same but reversed on the other side. So again, glue in there and glue in there, and then that will go in place over that side, just like that as well. Actually, no, I need to do this bit first because this bit's got to go in there where I broke it off without noticing. So let's get that, get some glue on the inside there where that needs to rest, where that one needs to rest, and in there where that needs to go as well. That should do it. Yeah, I might need tweezers for this bit. And that will be inside there, inside like that, probably inside a little bit further just to get that in, same as the other side. There we go, that's that in there, so that will hold nice and securely. That side needs to be home a little bit more, that's not quite lining up there. Is that because of that, or is that because of this? There we go, that's better. So that's that in there. Good, right, that's that. Now it says to do that bit next, but I'm actually going to do this bit next because I've got the glue ready for it. So this needs to go, let's turn the page over a moment, that way up. So that's going to go into there just like that. So it says to get some glue around here, and the same the other side. Looks like I had just the right amount of glue there. So that's going to go onto there, fitting flush around that side as well, making sure that's still where that should be. So far so good, that's looking alright to me. And then we'll go back and break open the screws, because we need 2 of these 3 screws. One of them will be spare, so let's get the spare one back in the pot. And using the screwdriver, but not quite yet, because these are more like traditional model kit parts. They may need some attention. Now I'm not worrying too much about these, because I know they're obviously going to be going into there, so the edges aren't going to be very visible, but you might need to just get rid of the edge where there's a little bit left where it's on the sprue. So there you go, that's just got rid of those. So then that goes onto that side, that one goes onto that side, and 1 screw on each will hold those in place. Get that tightened in there. Not entirely certain which way up this goes. Obviously it's the pelvis, but I'm assuming obviously something is going to slit into these. They look very similar to the sockets that the rods in the wrist, the piston bits all fitted into, so I'm assuming it's something along those lines. So that's that. Let's have a quick flick through to make sure where I've been jumping backwards and forwards. Done that bit, done that bit, done that bit. Place that in place, and that's actually it. There you go. Stage complete. So that is the pelvis assembled, or at least mostly. Further details have been added to the pelvis, as it says. So in the rest of the magazine we have Groundhog Day, obviously just sci-fi legends. I think they couldn't find enough robot stuff, so they had to go with a bit of everything. Continuing talking about VR, PlayStation VR there and stuff. And then we have next week's issue, issue 50, and indeed the last one of this delivery. So I shall be doing this momentarily, and the video will be available to watch in the next couple of days. So yeah, we're fitting the pelvis to the spine. That's going to be the big bit. That's going to be actually getting this attached to the huge... I'm going to have to rearrange things to get the camera, but we'll figure it out. So, thanks for watching. I shall see you soon for more. And yeah, keep building along, and see you soon. Bye.